Hello. Let's take a nice breath in and a big sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Welcome. My name is Drake and this is Touching the Edge. And I'm enormously excited to see you today. I'm excited because I am choosing to thrive. I'm involved with the 4-month Choosing to Thrive process that I'm hoping that you will do along with me. Now, in this process, today I want to focus on something that I call seeing your life as a mirror. Seeing your life as a mirror. Now imagine this. Imagine that you went to a mirror and you had some material maybe stuck in your teeth or maybe hanging from your nose. And you decide you want to clean it off. And so you take a piece of Kleenex and you begin to rub the mirror right at the spot where you see the material. Of course, this would be foolish. You know that when you look in the mirror, if you want to clean something, if you want to purify something, it's here. You have to clean your own self. You have to shift yourself in order to change the image in the mirror. The same is true in the world. Your world is a mirror, and what you see is in large part due to what you are focused on. And so in shifting your own life, you have to shift yourself. And so I want to encourage you in this Choosing to Thrive process to do a consistent commitment, to make a consistent commitment to gradually shifting your life. We're taking 4 months. It takes 4 months of consistency to shift your life. In each of these periods, 3 6-week periods, we are focusing on gradually building our intention, gradually, gently building our intention. The first of the week, I focused on diet. The second, I focused on money management and diet. And this week, I will be focusing on judgment. I will be focusing on diet, money management, and judgment. And I'm focusing on judgment because I'm seeing so much in my world that I often feel judgmental about. I'm feeling anger building in my life more and more consistently by the attitudes and behaviors I'm seeing in people in my world. But I know that that's due in large part to my own experience of what I am focusing on. Remember, you focus on in your life on the echo of trauma in your life. And in my perception, everyone has some degree of trauma. You know, it's like the aging process. I always talk about the aging process in terms of stages of youth. We are always in a stage of youth. And to me, we are all in some form of trauma recovery. Trauma is really the experience of being overwhelmed. And so this is what we're doing right now, is building our ability to stay consistent and to stay committed to thriving rather than focusing on what we don't want. What you focus on grows. So let's focus on thriving this week. In my process, I'm going to be working on in large part on judgment this week. And so I want to interrupt that rhythm of judgment. You know, the consistency of it, how you always do the same thing. When you see this person doing something that you disagree with, you have a repetitive process. I'm going to be interrupting my judgmental process. One of the main ways that I'm going to be interrupting that process this week are the speed bumps. I will be saying with intensity different phrases, and I will be tracking how often I do them. I will be saying the phrase, I will not entertain negative thoughts. And I'm suggesting that you try it 3 times with different levels of intensity. Change your cadence. I will not entertain negative thoughts. I will not entertain negative thoughts. I will not entertain negative thoughts. Another one is no shame, no guilt, no judgment. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. No shame, no guilt, no judgment. A third one is I love my life. Say it 3 times with intensity and mix it up. Just by doing this consistently, you will find that you will interrupt the rhythm of your judgmental process. So, what are you working on? Let us know. What are you focusing on? Remember, the 4-month process is a gradual building. It's a progressive strengthening of your intention to focus on what you want rather than what you do want. So build it. And understand that there is no failing this process. Even if you're not able to make the 4 months of consistency, that will tell you where you actually are. And when you know where you are, you can get to where you want to go. So thank you so much for joining me. Support me so I can support you. and we will build our lives together and shift our reality. I'm going to ring the bell. Listen carefully. Remember, courage is not feeling fear. Courage is in the midst of fear, in the midst of despair, and having the ability to intend what you really want to achieve. Courage is the ability to see beauty in your life. And when you do that, you have rebirth. And when you have rebirth, you have the evolution. You come back to courage. It's a cycle. Let's develop a positive cycle. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. And I say to you, Namaste. The light that shines within my heart and radiates into the world is the same light that shines out of yours. Have a great day today.